shakeup in the Collegedale Police Department. The assistant police chief has resigned and 3 officers have been fired without an explanation. Good evening. I'm Kim Chapman.
And I'm Joshua. We met up with the Collegedale City Commissioner to hear how the city is doing and what he says is the main concern for residents. Sydney Edwards has a story. Sydney.
Josh and Kim, Commissioner Ethan White said in the last few months, about 8 officers have either resigned, been fired, or moved to other departments. Now, he didn't have an exact number, but with a force that he says is already struggling for manpower, folks in the city are concerned.
If I call 911, is Chattanooga going to show up at this point? The county? Who is it?
After speaking with community members, many say Collegedale has a strong police presence. But after an entire shift was fired, Ethan White says other officers will have to pick up the slack.
I am concerned that the chief of police is having to be out on the road working traffic, answering calls.
He says he's seen the patrol lieutenant out on jobs he doesn't usually work. Now, we reached out to the attorney of officers Colby Duckett, David Schilling, and David Holloway. They believe they were fired for cooperating with an investigation against the department, an investigation into whether they use an illegal quota system.
When the officers requested a reason for their termination, they were told by the police chief, we're not going to be discussing that with you.
Attorney Janie Varnell says those officers voluntarily interviewed despite well-founded fears of retaliation, and now they've been terminated.
Their reputations are on the line. Right now, it's just up in the air of what did I do, what did I say, what actually happened. And if it's just scuttlebutt talk around a desk or something like that, that's not a reason to terminate somebody, especially a public servant.
White says there's tension between city leaders, and he's just trying to get to the bottom of this. If investigations prove these officers were wrongfully terminated, White says there's a few administrators to hold accountable. The TBI tells us they are investigating Collegedale PD for allegedly using a quota system. We reached out to the police department for a comment, but we have not heard back from them yet. Reporting live in Collegedale, Sydney Edwards, News Channel 9.
Thank you, Sydney. Next Monday, the public is invited to a meeting with the Board of Commissioners and Mayor. By then, Commissioner White hopes to know why these officers were fired and why the assistant police chief resigned.